Hey, so I'm actually just on my way back from the hospital where I had some testing done, and I wanted to make a video to talk about my health journey, because this is a lot more than just a weight loss journey, but a health journey in general. So obviously I've been overweight for a long time. You know, I've talked about that before, and it's pretty obvious by looking at me that I didn't get like this in a matter of weeks. So, you know, and that's been at the forefront of my list of health issues that need to be taken care of. So I haven't, you know, because I don't know if it's due to, you know, being ashamed, going to the doctor and like, oh, yeah, I know I should be doing more, and I wasn't. But I would avoid going to the doctor, and I would really only go if I had a injury, which isn't very often, or if I, you know, had a acute illness that I knew needed some kind of medicine, like strep throat or, you know, something like that. And, you know, I always would go in and being like, oh, I know they're going to see something about my weight, and I just kind of would keep it quick in out. Like a lot of times I'd even go to the walk-in clinic and things like that, so I wouldn't really have to sit and have that conversation with a regular doctor. And at the beginning of this year, I made it my focus to get healthy this year, and not just lose weight, but to deal with a long laundry list of health issues that I've had that are more passive and ongoing, yet if I don't, you know, take care of them now, they could cause bigger issues down the road. So, as I said, I was at the hospital today, and I was getting a pulmonary function test. And it's a methylcholine challenge to check on lung function and to test for asthma, because last year, just about a year ago today, we had some work done on our house. We had a pipe that was leaking, and they had to tear up our whole basement and dig in the front yard and everything. But basically, when they were digging down in the basement, they did not tent properly. So as they jackhammered away at the foundation of our basement, they filled the entire house with concrete dust. And I work from home. So while they were doing this Monday through Friday over the course of 2 weeks, I was there in this dust. And I remember, you know, a couple times where I was in my office with the door shut because they were jackhammering and it was loud, so I didn't want to hear it. And I came out, and you could just see the haze of dust in the house. And like, I knew it wasn't great, but, and you know, I kind of said something, and then they wrapped up the job, and that was it. And then over the course of the next few days, I was coughing a lot, and I was, you know, just feeling really kind of wheezy and tight in my chest. And I ended up going to the doctor, and, you know, first they thought it might be asthma, and they gave me steroids and things, and then that didn't clear it up. So they did an x-ray, and I ended up having pneumonia due to this, which the pneumonia part did clear up, but I've been wheezing ever since. So, and I just kind of dealt with it. I mean, I had an albuterol inhaler, and I also had a nebulizer from when we were treating the asthma. So, I'm sorry, not the asthma, but the pneumonia. So I just kind of dealt with it because, you know, I'm like, it's not life-threatening. You know, there's all these other things that I need to worry about. So when I went for at the beginning of the year, I went for a physical, and, you know, that was one of the things I brought up in the first appointment. And I have other things I want to deal with too, but she seemed to think that this was the biggest thing to help with, because obviously it's my breathing. So yeah, we tried another round of steroids or two, as well as an inhaled steroid. It's not really clearing up. So she wanted me to go into the hospital to get the testing done to determine, you know, is this actually asthma, or is this something else, or what's going on? And, you know, I haven't got the official results back yet, but it's asthma. So apparently this issue with the concrete dust and everything triggered asthma in me. Here at 37 years old I was when it happened, and yay, now I have asthma. But I mean, I'm going to sit down and talk to the doctor next week. We have an appointment, so we'll find out, you know, exactly what that means. I guess it kind of is going to mean that there's not going to be much I can do, because you can't cure asthma, but maybe we'll at least get some, you know, new options for treatments and things like that if she has a better idea of exactly what's going on with my lungs. But the main point of me saying this and doing the video is just to emphasize that, health isn't just weight. There's so much more to it. I mean, I had blood testing done at the beginning of the year, which is important as well, just to go in for that regular physical, and I had not done that in just ages and ages and ages. So, if you're in a position like I am or was, and you've been avoiding the doctor and, just kind of hiding out, thinking like, oh, I'm going to get my weight in check first and then I'll deal with all this stuff, just stop and start dealing with it, and go in, get your physical, get your blood tests, which thankfully my blood tests all came out awesome. So although I was eating too much, I know I did eat a good amount of good healthy food. So I mean, I imagine that helped with my blood work and triglycerides and cholesterol and things like that. So thankfully that, and not diabetic or anything like that. I had a vitamin D deficiency. That was the only thing that they found, and tons of people have that. So I'm just taking a pill for that, and my last one's this week. So yeah, don't wait until you're skinny to take care of your health. Do it in conjunction with, if anything. And so really over the course of this year, I want to end this year being like, you really took charge of your health this year. No, I'm not going to be at my goal weight. I have way too much weight to lose to get there by the end of this year. But I just want to honor myself and respect myself and take care of myself the same way I would if it were someone in my family and I wanted them to get better. And, I feel really good about that me stepping in now might really be able to turn things around for how my story ends in the long run. So basically my PSA here is just stop procrastinating. I mean, that's a really common theme for me, but stop procrastinating, because if you're like me and you've been procrastinating on any number of things it's decades with me that I've been putting things off, it's never going to go away, and it's always just going to be taking up your headspace, and if it's a health issue, it's going to be taking up your energy, and you deserve better than that, and I deserve better than that. And it feels really good to know that I'm on a path forward, and as long as that path keeps going forward, I can deal with if it's slow, or if there's setbacks, or if I learn something like this. It's not going to be an easy fix. I'm going to have asthma, but at least I'll have the knowledge and the tools to be able to deal with it the best I can. So take care of yourself and love yourself, and because everybody care about you. I mean, heck, you should care about yourself, but you have people who count on you, and I care about you too and want what's best for you.